All right, sorry, a little late. Welcome to Sin Bin Stream. Tonight in NHL hockey action, Chicago Blackhawks at St. Louis Blues. Game is available on Hulu and ESPN Plus. Apologies for the late start. Welcome, Yavam. Hello to you. Yep, thank God it's Friday. Yeah, lighter than normal hockey schedule, though. Hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, just in, Tristan Jarry to the Oilers and Sam Poulin and to the Penguins, Stuart Skinner, Brett Kulak, and a second-round pick. Wow, yeah. I knew Jarry was going to Edmonton, but hadn't heard what was going back to Pittsburgh yet. So Oilers finally make a move and get, in theory, a better goaltender. All right, we got Spencer Knight. Yeah, hello, Yvonne. Hello, Gracie. Spencer Knight, 10-6-5, 250 goals against, 916 save percentage, 2 shutouts. 8th in the IHL, I guess, on that. Joel Hofer, 4-6-2, 318 goals against, 890 save percentage, and also 2 shutouts. Okay, maybe he has 2 shutouts, so I don't know what Knight was. Oh, very kind of you, Yvonne. Thank you. All right, sorry, I was actually shaving, cutting my hair, and showering, and trying to get a snack, and it just ran a little short on time. 10 seconds into the game, no score. Hawks are in white. They are going left to right. Blues in mostly... I'll check that. Hawks are in white going right to left. Blues are in blue with yellow numbers going left to right. All right, Blues in their own defensive zone. We get the roster report up. Yeah, we'll look more into that trade. And again, Spencer Knight for the Hawks, Joel Hofer, no Jordan Binnington. He's the backup tonight for the Blues. All right, no shots on goal yet. Knight behind his own net, plays it to the near boards. Kept in by the Blues, dumped into the far corner. Still battling for the puck in the near corner. Blues get it up the near boards, kept in. Still scrambling for the puck to the far boards. Finally, the Hawks make a pass to the near boards and dump it in and head for a line change. All right. Still no shots on goal. I am taking the Blackhawks. I can't root for the Blues. That's who I'm going for. All right, not Teravainen. Mikheyev. They get a pass to the slot. That's Teravainen. His shot, I think, was blocked, though, in the Blues counter. All right, over the red line. Vlasic behind the St. Louis net. Centered. Taken away by the Blues defense. And skated up and out. 17:40 to go in the first. Kept in at the blue line, intercepted by the Hawks. They counter over the red line into the far side. Up the slot, but taken away by the Blues. Dumped around by Donato. And out of the zone, though. The Hawks couldn't keep it in. Defensemen weren't up at the blue line. All right, sent ahead by Louis Crevier. No, check that. Grzelczyk, 48, not 46. Far circle, Blues put on the brakes. Joseph sends it to the far corner, though. Still no shots on goal registered. Behind the net. And let's see. Taken behind their own net. Still, again, by the Blues. No shots on goal for either team. Very strange start to the game. All right, up the near boards. Looked like a possible trip on the Hawks. Doesn't look like it'll be a whistle, though. Far circle shot. Yeah. Oh, goal by the Blues. Never mind. Forget the penalty. The Blues got the goal anyways. 1-0. I guess they were getting a delayed call for that trip. First shot of the game on goal, and the Blues get a goal from Mailloux. Maillous. Malo? From Thomas and Neighbors, his first goal. From the far circle dot. Just ripped it. Bad defense by Crevier. Kind of got in Knight's way. Yep, beat Knight glove side high to the far post. And a quick whistle at 6:16. Logan Maillous. Melo? 95 mile per hour, I guess, on the goal. All right, Hawks win the draw. Take it behind their own net. It's into the far corner. Pardon if there was an echo. Near circle shot. That's a slow one, though. Saved by Knight. Hawks going the other way. Blues retaliate up their near boards. To the far circle, a drop pass. Pass into the slot was missed into the near corner. Hawks send it out off the far boards. Blues finishing a line change. They now have 2 shots on goal. Dumped in. Puck is behind the net. Bedard is there. St. Louis keeps it in at the blue line. It kind of whiffs on the shot. Got barely anything on the puck. Cleared out by the Hawks by the Blues bench. Pass to Teravainen. Drop pass to Grzelcyk. And dumped in, but they couldn't keep it in. Blues skated out again. Still no shots on goal in the first 5 minutes for the Hawks. Levchinov takes it from behind the Chicago net. Turns it over. Intercepted by McGing. Dumped in. Levchinov behind the net again. And out the near boards. Mikheyev cross-ice pass gets away, and the Blues dump it in off the stick of Sundqvist. Behind the Chicago net, somebody lost an edge. That was Luff. Blue line kept in, dumped into the... Luff picks it up into the far circle. Pass off the near boards, and the puck gets away. St. Louis regroups in their own defensive zone. Steal by Mikheyev. He dumps it in, Chase, by Donato. Puck into the near corner. Still battling near the near circle. That looked like, who was that? Up ahead, Blues have it into the near boards. Wow, who took that hit? Kaiser got drilled. And Donato chips it in. Behind the net, touch pass Broberg up the near boards. Sent around by Shen. Sent up the far boards and out. Over the breadline and dumped in. Under 13 and a half to go. Knight plays it to the far corner. Up the far boards. Hawks into the far circle. That is Moore. Behind the net. They got it to the near circle. Shot by Nazar. It was a good save by, I almost said Bennington, but it's Hofer. And taken in by Nazar again. And shot, that looked like it was gloved way outside in front of the crease. So probably just going to be one shot on goal for the Hawks. Blues lead at 1-0. Nothing Knight could do. He just got beat. Glove side high, it looked like. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Apologies for the rush start to this game. That's why I try to start 5 minutes early, because never know if they're going to start at 7:09 or, 7:15. Oh, I'm sorry, Gracie. Are you not feeling well or something else? Hope you feel better. Hope you're doing better soon. Yeah, give me the Blackhawks, even though they're down 1-0. So does Yvonne. Just caught up on the chat. All right. Only one other game tonight. That is Seattle Kraken at Utah Mammoth. Again, if you have Hulu, the game is available there. Otherwise, ESPN Plus, and that's it. No local coverage. Hence, I don't get blacked out in the Chicago area for the Blackhawks. All right. Well, I can never do this looking in the camera. Sweatshirt doesn't want, the hood doesn't want to cooperate. All right, close enough. All right, they're looking at Crevier. Not sure if something happened to a hand or finger or what. I hope you're doing better soon, Gracie. Sorry to hear that. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. Yeah, it's a rare zipper hoodie where the logo comes together too. The zipper doesn't tear it up, separate it too much. All right, that puck went through the crease, shot from the top of the faceoff circle on the near side. That was saved. Hulu, they're not keeping the shots up permanently. They hide them. We'll have to use NHL.com. We got a whistle. Might have been delayed offside on St. Louis. But thank you. All right, shots are 3-2 Hawks. Yeah, why does ESPN take down Jim Montgomery's second season as the Blues coach? Why did they take down the shots? Leave them up. All right, face off in front of the bench area. Dumped in by the Hawks. 5th game in 7 days for the Blues. Wow. That's a lot. All right. Blues out of their own end. Off the near boards, dump in just inside the red line. I think that was Vlasic who passed it ahead to Dickinson. Mikheyev dumps it into the near corner, up the near boards for the Blues. Pass by Fabry. And the Hawks try to dump it in, but the Blues have it and take it at the red line. Pass ahead. Far circle, right into the crease, and a backhander luckily either missed or was steered aside. Man, defense just did nothing on that play. Blues had the slowest 2-on-1 you've ever seen in your life. Stolen by Kaiser. Donato with the puck. Shot from the near circle, blocked into the far corner. Blues take it to the red line. Hawks have it in their defensive zone. Kaiser sends it off the near boards, dumped in by Donato. Hofer behind his net. Up the near boards, backhander by Luff. And Kaiser has it and the Hawks dump it in from the red line. Believe probably Levshunov dumped it in. We got a delayed. Well, we got a penalty on somebody at 10:54. Didn't see it live. Well, let's see. Let's listen. On the Hawks? Colton Dock? Hooking on Colton Dock. And the Blues get the first power play. Really? Wow, there wasn't much there. I didn't see much there. Behind the net, not cleared by the Hawks. Dvorsky kept it in for the Blues. Bucknovich has it. Now it's passed down to Sundqvist. Falk at the blue line. Dvorsky to Thomas. Down low. Bucknovich, or how do you say it? Glove down by the Hawks. Mikheyev, and not sent out. Sundqvist keeps it in. Now it's tapped out by the Hawks at the neutral zone. Under a minute and a half to go on the power play for St. Louis. Sundqvist. And the Hawks clear it again. 10:10 to go in the first. Hey, hello, Dan C. Good evening. Bertuzzi has found another gear. Yeah. Oh, was he bad for the Leafs? I don't know. I haven't seen much, but I noticed, he scores goals in bunches. We'll put it that way. They need it, too. Oh, man. Big hit on Kaiser. Blues keep it in. Pass to the near boards. Neighbors. Right outside the crease by Shen. That was saved by Knight. Shen has it again. We still got 40 on the power play. Block shot in the slot. Fowler keeps it in for the Blues to the near. Neighbors behind the net. Kaiser was there. Holloway has it for the Blues. Down low to Neighbors. Back up top, Shen. Near circle. Down low. Neighbors. Centering pass goes through to the far boards. Fowler to Suter. And pass deflected into the near boards. Shen to Holloway. Kept in. Neighbors. Centered. It goes off the skate to Shen. Shot wide into the far corner. Penalty over. Back to 5-on-5. Puck sent around and sent out. Yeah, Bertuzzi's probably scoring more than he did last year. I know he struggled early last year. To get back to the comment in the chat. Thanks, Dan C. All right, into the far corner. I mean, the Hawks are just playing better in general as a whole the whole year so far. Pass to the right outside the crease to Bedard, and it's sent wide. May have been the Blues deflecting it. All right, they finally have the shots back up on TV. To the slot. Nobody in front of them and a goal. What is going on with the defense? Might have been Luff. Oh, my gosh. Wide open. That's not Spencer Knight's fault. There wasn't anybody on him. Luff's first of the year from Fabry and Parayko at 11:48. Just right down the middle, he got beat glove side high. Like, nobody took this guy. It's 5-on-5, and you allow a guy just to skate right down the middle, wide open. Just unreal. I mean, where's the defense tonight for Chicago? And they're in a bit of trouble here. We haven't even played 12 minutes yet. 2 goals. First since April 4th, 2023 versus Detroit for Matt Luff. Awesome. Crevier can't dig it out in the near corner. Vlasic got it to Nazar. Out of the zone. And dumped in. Behind the net. Far corner. Crevier. Pass. Just gets it out of the zone. 5-3 shots on goal St. Louis and 2-0 in the early going. Pass to Donato. Dump in. Far corner. Behind the net. Dump in again now by Kaiser. I think that got deflected into the netting at 7:22. Oh my gosh. How do you let Luff? I mean, maybe there's a reason. He has no goals, but still, you don't let anybody walk right down the crease. Yeah, I think the Hawks, not having the Hawks available to me locally anymore, I think they typically do start slow and then work their way back into the game. I think they've had more comebacks already this year probably than last year. But, again, the only games I get are these games that are on Hulu, and I didn't even realize it till a couple of weeks ago. I did the Vegas game and Kings game. Yeah, they beat the Kings on like a Thursday, and then the Kings crushed them in both games in LA on Saturday, like 6-0. And then they did the same thing against the Ducks Sunday night. Oh, we can do the visualizer. So number 23 comes off the bench. Malox or Malo. Just ripped it from the far dot. Knight, got beat glove side high. It was just ridiculous. And they've been giving up odd man rushes. Other one from Luff, you'll see he just walks right down the middle, not a defender anywhere near him, and rips a rocket glove side high. All right. They're showing an LA goal. Oh, first career goal for Matt Luff. It was against St. Louis for the Kings, November 19th, 2018. Now he is a Blue. All right. It's a draw in the Blues' end in the near corner, sent behind the net and out up the far boards. Picked up by Kaiser. He passes to Dickinson. Off the far boards. That's Bedard. No, it's Mikheyev, 95, not 98. Near circle, Teravainen. Wow. Came way out of the net. How did they not score? Oh, my goodness. What's the whistle for? Why'd they blow a whistle? Teravainen, yeah, had 2 shots. Could have scored on either of them. Hofer came out of the net, out of the crease. Why did they why did they call whistle it? Hofer didn't have it pinned against the net. That was a bit of an early whistle there. That was some garbage reffing there. He lost sight of it because the net was in the way? Or the goal? I don't understand that whistle. Hawks could have had another shot at that. Grzelcyk sent it wide, and the Hawks have to regroup, and they dump it in. Yeah, his shot was way wide to the near side. All right, Hawks keep it in at the blue line to Grzelcyk. His shot, big rebound. Nobody there, though. Donato couldn't get it. Blues skated out. Yeah, it should be 5-4 shots on goal. NHL.com probably just slow tonight again. Sent up the near boards, and it looks like it was deflected into the crowd at 6:18. Couldn't tell based on ESPN's camera coverage. All right. Hawks got some work to do. Be good to get a goal and cut this lead to 2-1 before the first intermission. Center ice draw. Blues win it and dump it in from the red line. And it went into the netting. 6:13. Dump in was by Parayko. Parayko? P-A-R-A-Y-K-O. Parayko, probably. Yeah, so Skinner traded. Tristan Jarry goes from the Penguins to the Oilers. Stuart Skinner goes from the Oilers to the Penguins. Others involved in a pick as well. All right, sent up the far boards. Over the red line by the Blues. 6 minutes to go, opening period. Near circle, taken behind the net. Behind the St. Louis net for the Blues. Now they pass to the near boards. Dumped in by Dvorsky, I believe. Into the far corner. Centering pass gets away. Hawks couldn't get it out. Now they do, but this might be icing. And it is. At 5:34. Shots on goal, 5-4 St. Louis. They lead 2-0. Goal at 3:41 and 11:48. Both 5-on-5. All right, face-off won by the Blues. They keep it in. Near corner. And I'll make it the far corner. They're showing the behind the net cam. Yeah, far corner. And finally out past the red line for the Hawks. Blues regroup. And into the O-zone again. Into the near corner. I believe that was Shen. Hawks send it off the far boards. Take it over the red line. Lost the puck. I think that's Nazar. And he dumps it in now. Hofer behind his net. Out to... Let's see. Over the blue line now is Thomas. He centers it near or far circle. Kept in. Far circle. To the crease. Shot. Stuff. No, cleared out by the Hawks. They take it to the red line and dump it in. Probably had for a line change. I think Nazar dumped it in. Falk takes it from behind his own net for the Blues. Pass gets away. Scooped up by Bedard. He sends it across to the near boards. Gets the pass back. Goes over the red line. To the right wing. Centering pass. Kaiser. Shot and a goal! Hawks get one back. A rocket from Kaiser. Right up the slot. Wow. What a shot. And the Hawks are down 1. 2-1. 4:10 to go. In the opening period, just a blast from Kaiser, like right in this area, because the Hawks are going right to left. Good pass from the far boards. Beat Hofer blocker side high to the near post. Burakovsky with the assist. Nice blast by Kaiser. Much needed goal. Would have been very difficult to come back from 3-0. 2-1, they got a shot now. Kaiser's second goal of the year, Wyatt Kaiser, from Burakovsky and Bedard. Bedard's 24th assist. He's doing much better in, year 3 for the Hawks. Hawks couldn't clear it. Blues behind the Chicago net. Now, pass to the near circle. Did that go off the post? Or was that just high? And dumped in by the Blues. And we got a fight. Doc against 23. Malox. Here. Doc with a couple rights. They land. Doc still throwing. I don't think the Blues guy has landed one yet. Oh, and Doc tackled him. So 5 for fighting, Colton Doc. And the first goal scorer, Logan Malox, or Malo. Mayu. Okay, Mayu. Maillaux is Mayu. All right, they're both out. They'll head to the locker room. Whoa, the Hawks get a... Well, no, they just haven't... NHL.com, always faking. I don't think it's a minor. This is 5 for fighting, I think. Okay, Mayu might have landed 1, but it was on the helmet. And looked like Doc's couple were maybe off the, just the little bit of the helmet. So, all right, NHL.com just hasn't finished putting the penalty in. 3:33 in the first, under 6 media timeout. And 7-5 are the shots favoring St. Louis. Oh, let's get you Kaiser's goal. Number 44. He'll get it like right here, just on the edge of the circle. Nice pass from the far boards and ripped it. I don't know how the defense, maybe they were screening Hofer. Defense had a shot near him, but did nothing. Yep, Doc and Mayu gone for the rest of this period and the start of the second. Well, definitely the Hawks. That and the red. I love the Canadians' red, too. Not that I don't like their white, but I'd say the Hawks and the Canadians are like tied for first, or 1 and 2, or 1 and 1A, something like that. I guess I do like the Kings old one. I've kind of always liked the Oilers. I mean, there's plenty. It's easier just to count the couple that I don't like, But good question. Never really liked anything the Ducks have worn. I'll say that. I like Vancouver's Orca. I don't like the old skate blade Canucks one in black. All right, face off. Got to go with the classics, though, like the Whalers. That shot is deflected behind the net. Blues have it in the Hawks zone. Into, let's see, the boards behind the net in the far corner. Far circle. Back to the blue line. Blues still have it. Long possession. And finally sent out by the Hawks. Scooped up immediately, though, by the Blues in their defensive end. Fowler has it. Now, well, he takes one more lap in his own end, and both teams are getting their line changes. Now he makes a pass up the near boards. Passed by Thomas. Long shot on goal from the blue line by Thomas is saved by Spencer Knight. And the Hawks can't do anything with it in the O zone, and the Blues counter over the red line. Dump in to the far corner. Sent behind the net. Vlasic trying to get it. Near circle. Sent out by the Hawks, and at the red line, dumped right back in by the Blues. Thomas, touch pass to the blue line. Near circle, back to Thomas. Or no, now it's sent out. Blues did it themselves. And scooped up in their own end. I think that's Falk. Looks like 72. He passes over the red line. Taken in by Fowler. Shot. Didn't see where that one went. They get a shot on goal according to TV. So good save by Knight. Pass deflected by the Hawks. Let's see, down behind their own net. That's Connor Murphy. Kaiser up the far boards. A tip pass. 2-on-2 for the Hawks. Bertuzzi, near circle shot. Glove save straight up in the air. Hofer didn't see it, and it was steered aside by the Blues defense. Now the Hawks sent one off their own player, and that player is down. And the Blues have in the far circle shoot. And another save by Spencer Knight into the near boards. Hopefully that Blackhawk player's all right. I only see now they got 5 out there. So he must have made it to the bench. Ooh, pile up in the near corner. Blues keep it in. Shot from the near circle. Knight saves it and freezes it. 42.2. How about you, Dancy? What are some of your favorites? Besides the Hawks, I guess. Like I said, Hawks and Canadians. Yeah, great pass by Moore between his legs to Nazar. Nazar passed to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi's shot went off the glove, straight up in the air, and luckily Broberg passed it out of the crease because Hofer had no idea where the puck was. And Knight's been playing well in net for the Hawks. Shots are 11-6 now. St. Louis. They win the draw. Puck is deflected into the netting off a shot. 38.3. Foul. Oh, a different Jacob Fowler. Yeah. All right. Blue line keeper after the draw win for St. Louis. They were right outside the crease. Didn't see if one got on net. Puck is into the far corner after being behind the net. Still battling. That's Thomas. To the blue line. Shot. Big save by Knight. 12 seconds to go. Opening period. Hawks send it up the near boards. Mikheyev gives chase. He tries to center it, but nobody for the Hawks got up there. Bedard got in there late. That's the end of the first period. 2-1 Blues, but it was 2-0 for a bit. And we'll get the clock started for the intermission. Mayu, his first of the year from Thomas and Neighbors for the Blues at 3:41. Matt Luff, his first of the year from Fabry and Parayko at 11:48. And Wyatt Kaiser got the Hawks on the board at 15:50, his second from Burakovsky and Bedard. And will the Canucks trade Hughes? Oh, wait. Quinn Hughes got traded to the Wild. Okay, I hadn't heard that. I know that it was rumored Vancouver would do that, but didn't hear that it was official. All right, there you go. Breaking news, at least to me. I had not heard that yet. All right, let me open up X and maybe we can find that trade. All right, 1 second. $11 ago. Obviously, lots of teams called as Vancouver explored the market thoroughly, but am told the Canucks got bona fide trade offers from 6 teams for Hughes. As mentioned, New Jersey among them, but explains the quality of the return from Minnesota. The Canucks have known for a while Hughes wasn't going to extend. Vancouver believed their leverage was highest in December and January. Devils were given a chance. Other teams in East had a chance. A week ago, Guerin engaged and closed the deal. Okay. All right, so yeah, I like the Sabres too. The what they're using now, that blue. I didn't like Buffa Slug or the Goat Head though. So yeah, what was the trade? What did they get? Trying to see what Pierre LeBrun has or LeBrun. The Canucks will receive. This is okay. My brain just melted. That said urinating tree. Canucks receive Zeev Buim, Buium, Marco Rossi, Liam Olgren, and a first-round pick for Quinn Hughes. Interesting. Yeah, New Jersey has his brother, so I think that's another reason they wanted him. Yeah, for 2026 first-round pick. Marco Rossi's okay. I haven't seen a lot of Wild games this year, I don't think. I know I did like one. All right, that was an hour ago. It said in 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, they're probably talking about it now. Oh, Flyers were in on it, too. Oh, that's right. All right, sorry. I don't know if you could hear it very well, but what ESPN was going over about so they added in that Flyers were interested too, but they didn't have the proper compensation that Vancouver was looking for. Oh yeah, no worries. I'm already forgetting what team is Fowler on. Jacob Fowler. Why am I blanking? All right, this is game 2 of a 4-game season series. Hawks won game 1 in St. Louis 8-3 on October 15th. Game 3 and 4 will be in Chicago January 7th and April 11th. All right, 2-1 Blues, 12-6 shots on goal Blues. Draw wins, they're up 10-5, or face-off wins. 0 for 1 on the power play, St. Louis. No power play yet for the Hawks. One fight between Doc and Mayu. And the penalty was on Doc. That was a weak hooking call on Parayko. 10-3 hits Blues, 5-1 block shots Hawks, 6-2 giveaways Hawks, 1-0 takeaways Blues. Oh yeah, and of course the Jari and Poulin for Skinner and some others. 9-3-1 for Jari, 11-8-4 for Skinner, 909 save percentage, Jari 891, Skinner 266 goal against average, and then probably not as good for Skinner. They took it down too quick. All right, the other game has not started yet. Oh, he does play for the Habs. Okay, thanks. I knew I had heard the name. I've done at least one Canadiens game. Actually, 2. I did a game against the Flyers and a game against the Maple Leafs. All right, well, here's the schedule of games coming up here on Sinbin Stream. Triple header hockey tomorrow. Lightning Islanders 2:30, 2:35 Central. Hurricanes, Flyers, 6:05 Central, finished by Flames at Kings, 9:05. Sunday, start off with two ranked women's basketball teams, Baylor, Texas. I think it's at a neutral site in Texas at noon. I think that game's on ABC, I believe. This is Sunday. And then Packers, Broncos, 3:25, and finish the night with hockey, Sabres, Kraken, 7:05. Monday, we'll start off with Memphis, Murray State women basketball at 11 a.m. 7 o'clock, Kings at Stars. Tuesday, doubleheader, Flyers at Canadians, 6 o'clock. Finishing up with Flames Sharks at 9. The only 9 o'clock game I get, I think. Wednesday, probably going to add some basketball in there. It's Kings at Panthers at 6. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I will get, let's see. Just leave the Zambonis up there for now. Scroll down on. Actually, we can make this window a little bigger. This is set up for basketball. There we go. The two Blues goals, and then, of course, Kaiser got on the board for the Hawks. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't already done so, please consider hitting subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended to other potential viewers, which will also help grow the channel. I thank you for your support. And thanks, we have 5 likes. All right, I'll cue up a little music, take a quick break, and I'll be back. Let's see. All right, thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Still got a little bit till we resume. Come on, in the second period. Excuse me. All right, we'll just kill the music. We'll get ready for the second. Take down the schedule. Yeah, I'll figure out. Tuesday, I don't know. 2 hockey games at night is probably enough. Monday, I think that's it. I couldn't really find any other games to do. Wednesday, I think there's two really bad teams, I think, playing at 9 for college basketball. I could do that. Figure it out, though. As we continue to chronicle the Los Angeles Kings season with it being Kopitar's last season before his retirement. All right, still 11-6 shots on goal. No changes there at the intermission. And 94.9 on that Mayu blast for the Blues. I was more upset about the Luff goal when he skated up the slot with not a defender in sight. All right, back underway. Blues in blue going right to left. Hawks in white going left to right this period. Middle period. And a shot that is blocked into the far corner. Scooped up by, I think, Nazar. Drop pass. Were they offside? No. Play continues into the near corner. Hawks just not doing much. Shot, though. Tough angle. Was saved. Blue line blast by Kaiser. Glove save by Hofer at 19:24. Should be at least one shot on goal. Yep, they gave the Hawks 2. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, still 2-1 Blues. 11-8 shots on goal. Blues second period. Goals tied for 22nd. Goals against 45 the most. Goal differential last -18. Wow. Near circle. Wow, that shot got deflected a couple times and it goes they send it around the boards to the far side. Hawks knock it out to neutral zone themselves. Blues are 4-3-4 when leading after the first period. All right. Hawks have it. Far circle back to the blue line. Vlasic to the... cleared out by the Blues. Hawks will scoop it up. Vlasic off the near boards. And still... Oh, that was Green, I think, with the puck. Hawks getting ready for some changes, it looks like. They dump it in. Now they go for the changes. Behind his own net, Hofer. And near circle, Blues pass it. And dump it in from the red line. Up the near boards, Teravainen has it. Hawks over the red line and dumped in from the far boards. Hofer behind his net plays it to the far corner. And a pass taken over the red line. Pass off the far boards, scooped up by the Hawks and sent out. Good defense there on that rush by the Blues, but they get called for icing at 17:56. So Hofer, what are they showing? They put it ahead. Oh, Bedard almost got the puck. Yeah, would have had a wide open net. Puck just got knocked away. All right, so the draw will be in the Chicago defensive zone in the far circle, won by the Hawks and sent out. But the Blues have it at the red line and chip it in from the blue line. They had it at the red, then chipped in from the blue. Behind the neck, Grzelcyk, and kept in by the Blues to the near boards. Mikheyev in the near corner. The puck comes free in front of the crease. Hawks are there, luckily. And sent up the near boards. Missed Dickinson, though. This could... All right, I was going to say, are they going to waive icing? The Blues kind of held off and played it into icing if it was going to. Oh, man, may have been a trip on the Hawks. Okay, no call. They're going the other way. 2-on-1. Donato, cross-ice pass, got away. That was Lafferty. I don't even know who that is. Blues send it up the far boards and dumped in from the red line. Knight behind his own net. Touches it for Murph. Murphy sends it to the far boards. Gets it right back. Pass went off a stick of Lafferty. Blues counter over the red line. Hawks send it to the near boards. Donato couldn't handle it. Now he sends it to Kaiser over to Lafferty, who dumps it in. Actually, that may have been on net. 11-9 shots on goal. Puck is pinned up against the far boards. Bedard and who's there? Burakovsky. I keep thinking that's Doc because that was Doc's number last year. Long shot from the blue line may have been blocked by the Blues defenseman. Grzelcyk got an 84-mile-per-hour shot off. Bedard behind the net centered it right through the slot. Nobody there for the Hawks. Blues finishing a line change. Hawks dump it in from the blue line. Hofer behind his net to the near boards. Knocked down by the Hawks, but now played out. And taken in by Thomas. Pass, far circle. Blue line blast. Hit a Blues player who is down. Slowly getting up. Crevier the other way. Yeah, he headed immediately to the bench. Number 63. And a save. I was watching the guy go to the bench instead of what was going on. 63 is Neighbors for the Blues. 11-10 shots on goal, Hawks. Trailing in the game, though, 2-1. 15:23 to go, middle period. And a rocket off his own teammate's stick from the blue line. He got hit, I think, in the knee or something on his right leg. Face off. Blues control and get it to neutral ice. Picked up by Levshunov. Up the near boards. Puck stolen by the Blues. Over the blue line into the far circle, far corner. Sent behind the net into the near corner. Shen sends it to the far corner. Still battling in the far corners. Hawks have it go off a skate into the red line. Blues dump it in from the blue line. And up the near boards and out for the Hawks. Played behind the net by Fowler. He sends it to the near boards, near circle. Centering pass just outside the crease, deflected wide. Just good, fortunate break there for the Hawks. Dumped in by Mikheyev. Near corner, Dickinson couldn't get it. Oh, great pass on a deflection from Kurashev and a great shot, I think, by Dickinson. But another good save by Hofer. And now we got a whistle at 14:03. Wow, that was a surprise. Like, Teravainen got it to, I think, Dickinson. Tough angle shot from the near circle and pretty good save by Hofer. Snuggerud out, Walker out, Toropchenko out, Kyrou out, and another player for the Blues. A lot of people out with injuries. Blues have 2 goals or less in 10 or 12 of their last 14 games. Yeah, but they had 2 in less than 12 minutes in this game, so it doesn't really, under 13:40 in the middle period. 5-0 shots Hawks in the second period. Under 13.5. Wow, a Blues player just put a Hawks player into the Blues bench. He just got out. Shot from the far circle. Spencer Knight with a save, and he holds on. Good time to hold on to that. Hawks were down a player. And that's Teravainen. He got bloodied too. He was in the near. He just made a pass, and then Teravainen went over the boards. I don't know who hit him. Was that Fabry or Broberg? Yeah, it was a single-digit number. It had to be Fabry or Broberg. Probably Fabry, number 9. I thought it was 8, but a defenseman wouldn't be up that high. All right, so St. Louis did just get a shot on goal on that last one, though. We're at the under 14 media timeout, and the other game should just about be underway. It is from Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Mammoth and Kraken, no score, 1-1 on the shots, 18-12 in the first. Hello to Sinbin Admin, thank you. They're showing Cooley's numbers, and Cooley's injured. He leads them with 14 goals, but I read that Cooley's going to be out for a while for the Mammoth. It's too bad. He's a good young player. Beniers leads them in assists. No, wait. What? Why does it say... Oh, Beniers leads Seattle in assists. Never mind. They're both pictured in dark jerseys. It's hard to tell the difference. All right, let's make sure we're live. Kind of forgot about that. At intermission, the app sometimes gets behind. Oh, Kelly Chase in the broadcast booth, former Blues player. All right, Blues send it to the far boards. Tried to send one to the crease, but it got deflected behind the net. Hawks up the near boards. Lafferty missed the pass. Doc couldn't get it. Blues going the other way. Thomas passed to the near circle. Shot, nice glove save through traffic by Spencer Knight at 12:52. That was shot by Fowler, I believe. All right, 12:52 in the middle period. Blues had 2 goals in the first, just under 12 minutes. The Hawks answered with Kaiser's goal and trailed 2-1 at the intermission, and that's where we stand. 2-1 St. Louis. Face off to the near circle in the Hawks defensive end. Puck knocked loose into the near boards. I think it was sent up by Vlasic. Burakovsky sent it. Bedard gets a shot from the near circle. Nice blocker save by Hofer. Shen, cross ice pass. Far circle for the Blues. Return pass to Shen, got deflected into the near boards. Kept in at the blue line. Sent behind the net to the far corner. Far circle. Down low. Now to the crease, behind the net. Centered in the slot. Big shot and a big rebound off a save. Another shot from the far circle. And that is saved. 13-12 shots on goal. I don't know why ESPN takes down the shots. I really don't. Should be up there the whole game. Far circle Thomas. Hawks get it out of their own end. Bertuzzi tips it, but the Blues have it once again. And dump it in. Knight behind his own net. To the far boards. Blues keep it in. Someone just got tripped. Luckily, no call. Hawks send it off the near boards and down the length of the ice for icing. Icing on Chicago at 11:27. The draw will come back to their end. Oh, they're talking about the Hockey Fights Cancer jerseys. So they gave one to, who was it again? Kelly Chase, I think. All right, far circle draw in Chicago's defensive zone. Hawks take it behind their own net, up the near boards by Crevier, and turned it over, dumped in by St. Louis. Blues send it near circle, deflected wide, or maybe a save there by Spencer Knight. Right inside, front of the crease, and a shot and a goal. Where is the defense tonight? Another horrible defensive play. This ain't Spencer Knight's fault. Good Lord, they just let Falk skate right in and poke it in the crease. Not a care in the world on defense. 18-12 now, shots on goal. This was Falk from Tucker and Thomas. Falk 7th at 8:57. He tried to seal the near post. It somehow went under his arm. But where's the defense, I ask? Like, Knight just, like, who caught? I think that was Green's fault for not getting over there. Ryan Green, number 20, a center or a forward, but 3-1. I forgot to give the Blues their goal. 3-1 Blues. Falk 7th from Tucker and Thomas. Arister, like, somehow Knight got beat under his arm, near post, and it looked like he had that post sealed. I somehow found the net. Again, but like Green was slow reacting to get down and help out. I mean, all three goals have been unobstructed. Nobody near the goal shooter. Or the goal scorer on the shot. Nazar loses the draw. Blues dump it in behind the net. Another shot from the far circle deflected into the netting at 10:40. Yeah, Kelly Chase was on the Blues for 8 seasons, they're saying. I remember the name. Wow. I don't know what the Hawks are doing, but it's not good. And they don't even have to face Binnington tonight. Jordan Binnington. They got a lot of work to do. We're almost halfway through the game, and they're trailing by 2. Next goal, hopefully they don't give it up, they probably should just put in Soderblom. Maybe that'll spark the team. Murphy behind the net. Gets it back from Mikheyev. Far boards, dump in. Deflected, so no icing. Teravainen there, but Blues take it behind the net. Up the near boards and a pass to the far boards. Taken over. Mikheyev dumps it in, takes a hit. Blast from the far circle. Big rebound off the save of Hofer. And into the near corner. Blues puck. Murphy delivers. Oof, that looked like a boarding call. No call. I mean, he hit him really close to the net. Mikheyev gets tripped. No call. And sent up the far boards. And it's going to be icing on Chicago at 9:49. I don't know. Weird no calls there. Really thought Murph got away with boarding, and then somebody tripped Mikheyev, and neither were called. 13 shots on goal. 9:49 in the second, so we are halfway through. Face-off win by the Blues. Sent into the far corner. Dickinson passes to Kaiser. Dickinson couldn't get it out. Murphy behind his own net. Up the near boards. Mikheyev passed to the far side. Off a stick and down the length of the ice. Behind their own net, Blues skated out. That would be Parayko. And into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Doc sends it behind the net to Vlasic for the Hawks. Up ahead. Lafferty tries to dump it in from the red line. I think it went into the bench or to the crowd at 9:02. I think we're due the under 14, if not under 10, media timeout. Yeah, so we'll get the goal visualizer. I don't know why they're showing Luff's goal. That happened in the first period. Interesting choice there by ESPN. All right, so Falk, again, he just skates it in from the far circle. Number 20, Green, is late to get there. Falk is 72. It looked like Knight had the near post sealed, well, technically it's the far post, but as far as towards the shooter, the near post, and it somehow went through him under his armpit, I guess. Tucker and Thomas on the assist. All right, let's check out the Kraken game. I'm sorry, in Salt Lake City, Utah, Mammoth home. No score, Kraken and Mammoth. 50 seconds left on the Kraken 5-on-4 power play. 4-1 shots, Kraken. Yeah, I forgot. There was talk about the WNBA. Who talked? It was, I think it was Kelsey Plum of the LA, was that Sparks? She said she's disappointed by the lack of progress, I think. I'm paraphrasing. Because it seems like they're still pretty far apart. I read that Clark is already saying they need to compromise because there needs to be a season next year. Blues Lamborghini will be raffled off to support cancer research. Wow. I got to dust this sweatshirt off. Center ice draw. Dumped in by St. Louis. Hawks send it around the boards. Burakovsky pass out of the zone, trying to hit Bertuzzi and doesn't. Blues back in their own near face-off circle, near side. Up the boards. Chased down in the near corner. Hawks finally pass it out. Over the line, Bedard. Pass deflected away, and Levshunov has to hustle to pick up the loose puck. Burakovsky to the left wing. Shot was wide into the near corner. Bertuzzi back to the blue line, kept in by Levshunov. Behind the net and all the way to the far boards. Blue line keeper by Levshunov. Near corner, shot from the near circle. Puck went straight up in the air. Shen has it for St. Louis. And up the near boards and out by the Blues. Picked up by Kaiser in the far circle. Tries to get it past was that Joseph or Schaefer? Into the near circle. Green can't handle it. He gets hit in the near corner. Back to the blue line for Murphy. Barely kept in. Was that Kaiser? Yeah. Puck is deflected behind the net. Moore couldn't get it. Hawks tip it. And Blues have it and skate it out of their own end. Shen dumps it in from the red line. Under 7:20 to go in the middle period. Bless you, Sinbin admin. Into the near boards. Right winger dumps it in from the red line. Into the near corner. Looked like Murphy was... and the Blues passed it out of their own end. Looked like Murphy had gotten it to the far corner. Fowler brings it up for the Blues. And into the near corner again. Behind the net, Dickinson picks it up for the Hawks. Mikheyev redirects it. And Hofer tries to play it up the near boards. Kept in by Dickinson. Teravainen, he sent it behind the net. And kept in by Crevier. Blue line shot by Crevier. Glove save by Hofer. Puck was loose before Hofer. They just whistled it. Wow, that was a late. Blues can't get ticked off of the Hawks because that puck was loose. And, no whistle by the refs. So you can't fault the Hawks for trying to put in a rebound or a loose puck. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Hey, Ronnie, how are you doing? Good to have you here. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Hope you're starting your weekend off well. Parayko is out there. Let's see, where's the draw? The draw is in the Blues defensive end. I think it's in the near circle. Yep. Okay. Face off. Finally taken by the Blues. They skated out. Pass to the near boards. Dump in by Thomas. Levshunov couldn't clear it. Blues keep it in. Get a shot from the slot. Big rebound. Finally taken by the Hawks. Bertuzzi passes it off the near boards to nobody. And behind like two forwards, and Hawks still can't get it out. Now the Blues take it in their near face-off circle. That's Broberg behind the net now. Drop pass to the near board, sent around to the far corner. Hawks can't get it out. Pass to the near corner, sent around again by the Blues. Hawks tip it ahead, down the length of the ice. Do they call icing? Late call by the linesman or ref, and obviously a ref. And it is icing at 5:15 on Chicago. Appreciate it, Ronnie. Thank you. Kraken don't score. Still 0-0. Yeah, 7:51 in Utah. Huge win for the Bruins. Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Did you hear about the trades today? Quinn Hughes got traded from Vancouver to Minnesota. And Skinner, it was a multiplayer trade. Skinner to Pittsburgh for Jari. And another shot and save from the near circle. Spencer Knight hangs on. 19-15 shots on goal. Yeah, the Quinn Hughes trade just happened within the last, 90 minutes maybe. The Skinner one happened earlier. Or Skinner, I should say the Jari trade. He was the biggest player in the trade. All right, we got the under 6 media timeout. Now they say 20-15 shots on goal. Yeah, after the Blues, the Hawks had briefly taken the shots on goal lead. Blues were stuck on 11 after the first period, but now they have 20. Looks like Kraken are headed to the power play. At 6:50 to go in the first. Again, no score from Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Ow. That's right. Who did I already forgot the games from yesterday. Oh, 6-3 over the Jets in Winnipeg. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Long day. Yeah, let's leave it like that in case I need to. I guess that power. Wait, is that power play over already at 6:41 for the Kraken? All right, still waiting. I think we did the Falk goal. Yeah. The visualizer. All right, Nazar to take the draw for the Hawks against Shen. They just kicked Shen out of the draw. Stepping in is Holloway. Oh my gosh, just drop the puck. It doesn't matter where people are on the circle. Kept in at the blue line after they won the draw, the Blues. Now pinned up against the far boards. Now sent down by the Hawks. But is this going to be icing again? No, they waved it off really late. Blues have it in the near corner. Hawks keep it in. Looks like Colton Dock. Behind the net to Nazar. Far corner. Lafferty. Dock sends it around. Murphy's got it in the near circle. Back to Lafferty, who dumps it in behind the net. Kaiser gets to it in the far boards. Trying to pin it. Now he sends it. All right, where is it? The camera operator just goes all over the place. Finally, the Blues clear it. Hawks send it off the near boards, and it's dumped in by Murph. All the way to the far corner. Behind the net. And Murph is in a fight at 3:56. They have it. Now they grab sweaters. Murphy against, I think, Holloway. Holloway tackled him. They're going to break it up. Holloway knocked him down, and no real, at least not shown on TV. So the Hawks will be without a defenseman for 5 minutes. Actually, for the rest of the second. And the first minute 4. Yeah, Holloway boarded him. No wonder Murph was hot. Holloway, right in, well, that was, okay, not in front of the ref. I think it was the linesman. But yeah, that should have been a boarding call. Or charging, maybe. You know, since he took a few strides. Yeah, Holloway swung and missed wildly. Murph was trying to grab the jersey. Holloway tried to, like, grab his helmet around his ear, and then Holloway just, like, tackled him. I guess he didn't want to fight or something. I don't know. Boy, I don't know. That looked... I thought that used to be called charging. Did they get rid of charging? When you take, like, multiple strides and drill somebody into the boards? Puck was loose in the crease and frozen by Hofer at 3:53. I don't know, or boarding. I definitely think it could have been a boarding call. That was a good shot by the Hawks off the draw win. Hofer made a kick save. Puck was loose, and he had to dive to freeze it. All right, face off. Blues win it. Send it up the near boards. Somebody tripped and lost it at the red line, though, on his own. Nobody near him. And Levshunov, I think, took a hit and dumped it in. Hit in the corner by the Hawks, just off camera, finished up. Donato dumps it in from the red line. Into the far corner, behind the net, up the near boards. Back in. Hofer sends it to the near corner, up the near boards and out. Hawks take it behind their own net. Grzelczyk. Easy for me to say. Grzelczyk All right, behind the net, behind the St. Louis net, Blues bring it up the near boards. That's Buchnovic? Bitch. At any rate, near circle, sent to the near corner. Pass to the crease. I think it went off at night. It was a tough angle. I don't think that'll be a shot on goal. Chicago into the near circle. Dickinson misses it. Tripped maybe on his own. And the Blues send it to the red line. Into the O-zone. Pass. They were offside, apparently. Late call at 2:31. (20-16) shots on goal. Oliver Garrett. Bulls choked against another team today. I don't know. I don't follow the NBA. I tried to do playoff games this summer. I tried to do some off of Prime and opening night on NBC, and I don't know. I don't like the NBA. The commercial breaks, they have 3 commercial breaks at least per quarter, and it takes too long. It's not just the frequency of the breaks, it's the length of the breaks as well. Games take 2.5 hours, and then 3 if they go to overtime. It's ridiculous. All right, puck is loose in the near boards. Shen has it for the Blues in the near corner. In the O-zone for the Blues. Shen looking. Near corner again. Back to the... Nope. Not kept in. And that would be... Bedard. His shot is blocked. Sorry, I couldn't remember Bertuzzi's name. Bertuzzi got it to Bedard. Bedard to the blue line. Crevier shot blocked. Bertuzzi sends it around the boards. Kept in by the Hawks. Behind the net, Bertuzzi. Couple players from each team behind the net battling for it. And the Blues send it out of their own end. Picked up by Crevier. Crevier over the red line into the O-zone. And sent on net, and the puck is frozen. Pretty good shot from a tough angle by Crevier. Hofer dropped it initially and then froze it. Bedard got poke checked. Broberg. Yeah, haven't seen a whole lot out of Bedard tonight. I must say that. 1 assist, 2 shots, and a block shot. Blues blocked a shot. Hawks send it into the far corner as we have 1 minute remaining in the middle period. And Colton Dock has it. Passed to Crevier. And sent in from the blue line. Might have been Donato. It is. Blues send it up the near boards and out. Over the red line and dump it in. Oh, I forgot to go get the Hawks pennant. Oh, well. Too late now. Sent to the blue line and out. To the red line and dumped in by Crevier. Under 30 seconds to go. Second period. Puck is loose. Green got it back to Vlasic. A shot is blocked or directed or deflected wide behind the net. Up the far boards. Hawks keep it, but there's under 10 seconds to go. They dump it in. Into the far corner. And that'll do it. That's the end of the second. 3-1 Blues. It was 2-1 after 1. Falk gets a goal at 8:57, and the Blues lead by 2 after 2. So Hawks flirting with disaster here. They got to get going. The Blues are 8-1-1 when leading after 2. It's not good news for Chicago. Yeah, I think we've had 2 fights, right? One in each period. Doc and Mayu at 16:27. Pretty sure Doc won that one. This one was a bit of a draw. Holloway just tackled Murphy. 16:04. Both in the 16th minute. Or less than 4 minutes to go in the period. Holloway and Murphy. So one each period. Only one other penalty. That was on Doc for hooking Parayko. All right. 20-17 shots on goal, St. Louis. They are ahead in faceoff wins, 23-12. Ouch. 0 for 1 in the power play for the Blues. No power plays for the Hawks. Yeah, they've missed plenty of calls, though. 20-12 Blues on hits, 9-9 blocked shots, 12-8 giveaways, Hawks, 4-1 takeaways. Blues, Chicago won game 1 in St. Louis, 8-3. That was October 15th. Games 3 and 4 back in Chicago, though. January 7th. Wait, seriously? An 8:30 start? That must be like a national game, like TNT or something. Why does it 2 Central teams have to play a local game at 8:40? More like if it's a double. If it's a 7 and 9:30 start, it's going to be more like 8:52. Why do they do that? And then January 7th and April 11th. Is that an outdoor game or something? I don't know. I don't think so. No score in Salt Lake City, Utah. 1-0. No score. 1:13 to go in the first, I meant to say. All right, if I scroll too much, then we get DraftKings odds. All right, we'll do that. All right, hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please hit the like button on the video. If you haven't already, please consider hitting subscribe to the channel. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, and this will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. And thanks especially to everybody in the chat. Yeah, last minute of the first period in Utah. Let's see what we got going here. All right, 11 likes. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, the poll. Did we get any more votes? 18 votes. Well, I guess that's 12 votes for the Hawks, 67%, and 6 for the Blues, 33%. Yet the Hawks are trailing by 2. I mean, there's still a lot of time. All right, first intermission reached in Utah, no score. Again, game is on Hulu if you have it, or ESPN Plus. That's it. Here's what's coming up in the next 5 days on the channel. Triple header for hockey tomorrow. Ranked women's basketball, NFL, and hockey Sunday. Women's basketball early, hockey at night, Monday. Yeah, there's a good Thursday night game, but I think I can do a double header in hockey and probably will. I know it's Rams Seahawks, right? That should be a good game Thursday, but NFL is just tough because there's so many people streaming NFL and NBA, to be honest. Where were we? Oh, Tuesday night doubleheader in hockey. Wednesday we'll get more basketball in there. Got to figure it out. And yeah, like I said, I think Thursday probably a doubleheader. in hockey. Falk has 7 goals in his last 3 seasons. Previous 2 seasons, 6. He has 7 this year. What? Oh, yeah. So that's a lot of goals for Falk. Let's check. I can't remember if there's like, let's see if there's any ranked games in college basketball to check in on. Oh, we got a good one. Wait, that game's on Fox? I didn't know that. Texas and UConn. Ooh, I might have missed the mark there. I do want to do the Hawks on the rare opportunity. I do get to do a Hawks game off of Hulu or ESPN Plus. After that's how the channel started almost 11 months ago. UConn 61, Texas 52, 7:29 in the second half. And then, good Lord, there are a lot of ads. Let's check out ranked women's. Texas Tech all over Washington State, 42-20. Where's Texas Tech ranked, though? All the other ones are final from today. Oh, no, these are just regular games. These aren't ranked. Maybe there were no ranked games today. Yeah, we did this on Zinbin stream this morning. Rice 75, UT Arlington, Texas Arlington 54. Yeah, I think these are just regular women's games. I don't think they had any ranked games today. 136-74, Georgia Southern over Coastal Georgia. Oof. Yeah, Texas Tech doubling up Washington State just before half. Bad second quarter. Oh, yeah, I wanted to see how they have the Sunday game. Let's see. Yeah, Big Ten plus SEC plus Big Ten plus Big Ten. I don't have any of this. ESPNU. Yeah, I wanted to do UConn USC, but it's at 4:30 tomorrow, and that meant, I mean, I guess I still could have done 2 hockey games. I just thought they were at odd times. Yeah, because that would have been 4:30 to 6:30. I would have had to do like a 1 o'clock hockey, the 4:30 women's basketball, and then a 9 o'clock hockey. I wouldn't have been able to do, or I could have switched to an earlier game maybe. I don't know. Probably should have done that, but figured, Sunday we're doing Baylor, Texas. Okay, it's in Fort Worth. Texas plays in Austin. I forgot where Baylor is. I thought Baylor played in... No, Baylor plays in Waco. That's right. So it is a neutral site. They have the top-ranked or second-ranked Texas team as 2. Baylor visitor at 13. But okay, we'll be prepared to flip it if necessary. All right. Yeah, just curious about that. Monday, are there any ranked games? I don't get either. SEC, ESPN. No. Tulsa, Oklahoma State at 6:30. Is that Central or Eastern? We're doing King Stars. Let's check out Wednesday real quick. Peacock. Yeah. All right. We'll have to figure it out. All right. I'm going to take a quick break and be back. Shots haven't changed. Nope. They have. They added one for the Hawks. 20-18. All right. I'll cue up some music and then I'll be back after a short break. All right, be right back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we're back. Hey, Piggy Wiggly. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Hawks not playing well. 2 bad plays by the defense and a goal that somehow got through Spencer Knight. And not much offense so far. They're not even facing the best Blues goalie, Binnington, either. All right, let's kill the music. I can search for the next time that the Hawks will be on Hulu. I believe they have a game coming up with, I want to say, I think it's the Hurricanes. Yeah, the game is in the thirds. Okay, this is not the stop. Yeah, here we go. Okay, Hulu. I'm just going to scroll quickly, look for Hulu games. I know I looked, but I swear there was a Carolina game. That might be it, though. We're into January. I swear they played the there it is. That might be the next Blackhawks game. Thursday, January 22nd. Yeah, that I can almost. Oh, actually, may not be in town then. But if I am, that'll be the next Hawks game. Might have a brief break from live streaming. So January 22nd. Yeah, I won't get unless we've signed up. Oh, I got to get ready for the second period, but just taking a quick look. I can finish this later. Yeah, that's it. I think. Oh, that's right. They have a break for the Olympics. All right, we'll check the rest of the Hawks schedule later. Just about set for the third. Let's make sure the app is on live. Yes, of course, Piggy Wiggly. I didn't mean to put that chat on screen. I was trying to delete it, and I messed up. And I put Taylor in a minute timeout, and he didn't say anything else negative after that. All right, puck was loose in front of the Hawks crease and sent out. The Hawks are in white going right to left. Blues are in blue going left to right. Hawks, that's Crevier behind the Chicago net, up the near boards and out. Still 20-18 shots on goal. At the red line, the Blues pass Thomas to the far circle, a shot wide. May have been steered aside by Knight. 19:20 to go, third. All right, picked up by, let's see. I think that's Burakovsky. No, it's Green. In the near corner, he tried to get it. Blues are going the other way. Picked up. Hawks dump it in from the red line again. Behind his own net for the Blues is Falk. He has the third goal of the game. And only goal of the second period. Levshinov out of the Hawks end, dumps it in from the red line all the way into the near boards. Pass, oh my gosh, Moore sent it wide. He was wide open in the slot. Shot by, we got pushing and shoving. Hold the phone. Yeah, punches being thrown by Moore of the Hawks. I think there's going to be some penalties out of this. Moore missed a shot from the slot wide. Should have scored. And the shot, I think, oh my gosh, how did he miss that? Or would they get a piece of it? Green centered it to him perfectly. Yeah, no, I guess no credit. Hofer, he just got enough of it with his glove. Hawks tied it up on shots. I can't believe there's no penalties out of this. Oliver was throwing punches. I thought the Hawks would get a roughing penalty at least. Oh, Hofer got his pocket picked behind the net. Hawks center it. It's deflected, and the Blues get it out of their own end. Hawks Kaiser goes behind the Chicago net to get it. Sent up the near boards and out. Mikheyev dropped past to Teravainen. Teravainen gets it back. Near board sent out by the Blues. Hawks need one soon because they need two, so got to get the first one as quickly as possible. Sent to the far corner. Mikheyev. And picked up by the Blues. Into the far circle. Centering pass. Shot. Saved by Spencer Knight, and he hangs on. 17:36 to go. That should be a shot on goal for St. Louis. Yeah, they're at 21-20. Yeah, no, I don't think I don't even know if I'll be able to do that one either on January 22nd. We might be out of town already. I got to check my calendar. Yeah, I would have to pay for the Hawks. I would have to get either cable, streaming, for the shot blocked into the near corner. I would have to get the local, what do you call that? RSN, Regional Sports Network. I would have to pay either through cable or streaming or pay through the RSN directly. And it's $19.99 just for the Blackhawks, and I don't want to do that. Actually, Hawks got a shot on goal. That wasn't blocked. It was saved. They scoop it up in their own end, send it ahead at the blue line. Drop pass, Levshinov sends it off the far boards. Blues have it over the red line, into the O-zone, 3-on-3, into the near boards. Picked up by Bertuzzi. He can't handle it. It's in the near boards. He kicks it. And what's the call? Were the Hawks offside? I didn't think they got it. What's the call? What's the whistle for? Why are they showing Teravainen getting put into the Blues bench from the second period? I don't understand ESPN's coverage. I really don't. They showed a first period goal during the second period. Now they just missed a draw. We're under 16.5 to go. Behind the net, Hawks behind their own net. Bertuzzi in the near boards. I never heard. It must have been offsides on the Hawks. Fowler takes it. No, I guess the Hawks iced it at 16:15. As we see Robbie Fabry's background with the Blues. All right, the draw, icing on the Hawks. It's in their own end, near circle, behind the net. That would be Grzelcyk. Bedard at the red line. Really, I mean, Bedard had an assist on the goal, but other than that, nothing really for him offensively. He was the first assister. All right, Blues take it out from behind the net. Parayko, and they take it at the red line on a bad pass by the Hawks. That shot was blocked behind the net. Big rebound and a shot. 15.5 to go. Actually, now there's 15.5 to go. Just frustrating game for Chicago. One fight each period, and they're trailing 3-1. Crevier sends it. Pass to Moore. He can't dump it in. They get it to Murphy, and then it was dumped in from the red line. Fowler tries to get it loose. The Blues get it out of their own end. Hawks don't even get a shot. Blues send it up the near boards. Off the far boards, Fowler has it for the Blues. Pass to the near circle, skated out. And dumped in by the Blues to the far corner. Mikheyev. Now a pass to Vlasic over the red line. Vlasic's shot was blocked or deflected into the far corner. All right, pass to the far circle. It goes behind the net. Hofer plays it out himself. Off the boards. Hawks trying to finish a quick change. Same with the Blues. Dumped in. Behind St. Louis behind their own net. Sends it up the near boards. Kept in by Grzelcyk to the far corner. Still not off the boards. Now back to Grzelcyk at the blue line. Blast by Levshinov. Doesn't go through. Blues get it out. Picked up by the Hawks. Grzelcyk. Up the far boards, over the red line to the center. To Bertuzzi, near circle. That goes right through the crease and into the far corner. Sent back to the near corner. Back to the blue line. Vlasic shot blocked. Man, the Blues are blocking a lot of shots. Thomas up the near boards for St. Louis. Into the near corner. Pass to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi to Crevier. Sends it behind the net. Into the far corner. Hawks can't keep it in. Kaiser with it. Pass to... That's right. Kaiser had the goal. His second of the year in the first. Made it 2-1. Nazar sent it behind the net. Lafferty there. Doc there. Puck is loose in the slot. Taken by St. Louis and flipped down the near boards. Under 12.5 to go. Doc picks it up. Sends it behind the net. Up the near boards. Blue line pass. Doc over the red line. Into the near circle. Towards the net. Shot. Puck was loose. Somehow Hofer held on, I guess. With 12:08, that should be the under 14 media timeout. Hawks tie it up in shots, 22 all, but they trail by 2, 3-1, and we will check. Yeah, Nazar got knocked down. Kaiser took a shot to the head, no call. I don't know, these refs have been very sketchy tonight. The stuff they've allowed. Okay, we don't need to see Teravainen dumped into the Blues bench again. Please, that happened in the second period. Can we show third period highlights, ESPN? Very odd coverage. Kraken get a goal from Mason Marchment as third from Gaudreau and Stevenson. 1-0 Seattle over Utah Mammoth. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think next year I'll try to get a P.O. box. I don't really want to get one immediately. Maybe in January or February. I gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I'll see if I can. But thanks for the considerate thoughts, Piggy Wiggly. Yes. That's what we'll do. Hey, Peter, what's going on? Wait, so I'm covering a Kings game, and it's my fault they lose to the Sharks? Just for the so I can't cover a Kings game if they're playing the Sharks? Is that what you're getting at? I just can't, I can't help doing Sharks games. They're frequently the only 9 o'clock game. Oh my gosh. I don't know how. Why did they call the whistle? Like, why did they blow the whistle? Hofer never had that puck. It's just a fact that they lost sight of the puck again. They've had a couple early whistles that have bailed Hofer out, and I don't understand it. We just had another shot off the draw. Hawks take the 23-22. You didn't say your logic was sound, I'll say. All right. Bertuzzi can't keep it in. Blues going the other way. We're under 12 to go. Into the far corner. It looked like Knight deflected it with the blocker. It was high. Blues keep it in. Shot, glove save by Spencer Knight at 11:44. Wait, who's winning streak? I'm sorry, I lost track, Oliver. It is 1-0 Kraken. Oh, they just showed the goal. I missed it. Marchment, yeah. I get it. I know they've had some frustrating losses too. The Hawks look like garbage tonight. I mean, how can you be down 3-1 to St. Louis? I don't. 2 bad goals given up by the defense. 1 goal was Knight's fault. It went in near post. Somehow went through him, like under his armpit or something. It was really strange. But again, it was bad defense that led to the shot. Hawks just cleared it. Fowler sends it behind his own net for St. Louis. He gets it again in the far corner. Hawks center it to Vlasic. Long shot deflected wide into the near corner. Shots even at 23 all. Into the far corner. 11 minutes to go. St. Louis up the near boards, or pardon me, the far boards. Knocked down by the Hawks at the red line. Oh, I thought we had a whistle. No whistle. Play continues. St. Louis picks it up behind their own net. That would be Falk. Pass to the far boards, dumped in from the red line. Gloved by Knight, and he hangs on. It like hit the glass behind the net, came right to Knight. Now they say 24-23 Hawks shots on goal. Getting late, though. They need 2 and only 10.5 minutes to work with. Bedard has an assist, but not much else on the night. Really has been pretty much a non-factor on offense. I mean, again, he did get an assist, but it was the first assist. It wasn't like he made the pass that got the goal. He made the pass that got to the pass or whatever, to the passer. All right, blue line keeper after the draw win. Blocked into the near boards. Bertuzzi couldn't get it out. Pass to the near circles. Walked right into the crease. Backhander. I can't believe they didn't score their 4th. Knight somehow froze it. Somehow Neighbors missed it. Looked like he had deked Knight and was going to go around him near post and tuck it in, but somehow I have no idea. Oh, he hit the post. That's what happened, and Bertuzzi ran him over. And then a rebound attempt before they could hit it. Knight froze it. Okay. He did. Neighbors hit the post. All right, there's the draw. So no shot then because it hit the post. Kaiser, man, I thought the Hawks were offside. Kaiser behind the net to Crevier. Now Mikheyev centers it to nobody. It went through everybody somehow. And the Hawks dump it in, but they have to tag up. Falk behind the St. Louis net. Blues on a breakout. Up the near boards. Behind the net. Blackhawks, let's see, that'd be Kaiser to the near boards. Dickinson missed it. Hofer plays it around the far boards. Hawks tried to keep it in. Now they don't. Over the red line for the Blues. Into the near circle. Shot was high. Maybe it hit the post or the bar crossbar because the ref was saying safe, no goal. And now the Blues are offside. 9:15 to go. That should be the under 10 media timeout. Still 3-1 Blues. And just over 9 minutes remaining in the third. Not looking good for Chicago unless they like and subscribe to this clown. I mean, good guy. I got to put on my Expos hat. Then I'll look like a clown, right? The old tricolor pinwheel hat, the white, red, and blue. Oh, yeah, I know. But you root, Peter, you got to hear this. Oliver, I think, roots for the Ducks and the Kings somehow, which I don't understand. Okay, the Ducks lost to the Islanders. When did the Kings... Oh, man, my brain is mush. When did the Kings play last? Was it Wednesday? Yeah. Oh, God, they lost to the Kraken in overtime. Woof. How soon I forget. Short-term memory. All right, here, back to today. Hey, well, good luck, Ryan Berkowitz. Good luck. Yeah, you'll probably be fine. St. Louis is up 2-1. Youpie. Oh, I forgot their mascot was named Youpie. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not going to read it. That was my thought. I'm like, I've always hated the Ducks. Even as a Hawks fan, I hated the Ducks. I can't stand their announcer. Again, the color guy, he's still there. Like 10, 15 years ago, a Hawks guy got labeled on a nasty hit along the boards. Penalty called, and he thought the Hawks guy took a dive, even though he got knocked the you-know-what out. Like, and he was... I'm sure he was concussed and, passed out, whatever you want to say, unconscious, but yet he took a dive in that guy's logic. But I never liked Perry when he was a Duck. And then the other guy, I can't think of the other guy's name that I couldn't stand. In the far corner for the Blues, they keep it in at the blue line, dump it around behind the Chicago net into the near corner. Near circle, Donato passes over the red line, dumped in by Chicago. No sense of urgency yet, but they really should be. I realize you got to get your line changes, but man, they got to get something going on offense and capitalize on their chances. Dumped in from the red line, Blues. Picked up by the Hawks. Right wing. Looks like Bedard tried to center it. Puck got away. Shot was wide into the far corner. Bedard, no, make that Bierkowski. 28, not 98. Blues counter, send it up the ice. Knight sends it behind his own net. Levshunov up the near boards and skated out. Bedard battling. Hofer plays it to the near boards. Blues up, far circle, Hawks shot, blocked, of course. Far circle shot again, big rebound into the far boards, under 7.5 minutes remaining. Blues clear it. This is going to be icing on St. Louis. 7:23 to go. Excuse me. Did the Hawks hit the post? It happened so quick I couldn't tell. The ref put the safe sign out. Yep, they hit the Crevier hit the left goal post. Hawks can't buy a break here. At the blue line, Vlasic centered it. It got away into the far boards, away from Nazar. Sent to the red line. Nazar tipped it, but the Blues have it and dump it in. Just over 7 minutes remaining. I guess maybe Hofer tipped it before it hit the post because they gave the Hawks a shot. I don't remember another one. All right, off the near boards, Oliver. I'm sorry, not Oliver. Moore. Right? Moore? What's Moore's name? Oh. I was looking at the Hawks schedule. Yeah, Oliver Moore. Gosh darn it. Into the far corner, Murphy, my brain. To Kaiser. Kaiser skates it out at the red line. Come on, don't dump it in. He dumps it in. Under 6.5 to go. It's time to do something besides dump and chase, Chicago. Near circle shot, or far circle shot. Don't know if that was on net. Mikheyev actually in the far corner. Oh, he can't get it to Dickinson. Dickinson has to go back to the red line. Skates it in near circle. Drop pass to Teravainen. Shot. Went right through the crease into the far corner. Another shot, and this time Hofer hangs on. No rebound. Hawks were actually there if there was a rebound, and none was to be had. 27-23 shots. Yeah, Crevier hit the cross or the goal post, but no luck at all for the Hawks tonight. 25 votes, 60% for the Hawks, 40% for the Blues. Looks like the 40. Oh. Yeah, who was the other longtime Duck? I mean, because I like Korea, and didn't they have the longtime Jet, Teemu Solani? But there was somebody else that played with Perry that I couldn't stand, and I am blanking on that guy's name. I feel like it was a single-digit number, too. I think Perry's always been 10, but why am I blanking on this guy's name on the Ducks? 20 Chef 13 says, I want 2 more goals. For who? Hopefully they're for the Hawks. No, I hear you. If you got a wager, I understand. Oh, let's check in on the scoreboard. That's it. Thank you. I could not stand Ryan Getzlaf. I couldn't believe him. I couldn't stand Getzlaf more than anybody, other than maybe the play-by-play announcer. But yeah, Getzlaf was annoying. Okay, 15. Sorry for the misdirect on the single digit. Korea was single digit, and so I think was Solani. I liked Korea and Solani. Couldn't stand Perry, but now he's a king. Oh, the Mammoth got the equalizer. Nick Schmaltz is 12th. A nice breakaway on a backhander. As of now, unassisted. Yeah, I think you're right. Getzlaf was the worst. Then the color commentator. And then Corey Perry. But now we got to root for Corey Perry on the Kings. Well, I was for him, at least when the Oilers were facing the Panthers, at least. All right, 5:57 to go. Draw in the far circle in the St. Louis end. Puck was loose in the crease. Picked up and scored by the Hawks. Burakovsky, I believe. Wow. I don't know how that puck got loose in the crease, but he was there. Right place, right time, and chipped it into the net. We got a game with 5:52 to go again. Yeah, I love Teemu Solani. He is awesome. That was not Hofer's fault. Sorry, Bedard on a good pocket pick, and then it went off a skate, and Shen got there late. That was a very odd play. Just a loose puck, like a ping pong ball or pinball, and Johnny on the spot. Burakovsky. I'll have to look for a pronunciation guide on that. His 8th of the season assist to Bedard, and the Hawks get in it. So Bedard does have 2 assists, so can't fault him for that. But he hasn't had a lot of shots or scoring opportunities, it feels like. That could be his teammates' fault. At the red line, pass 2-on-2 for the Hawks. Bedard off the near boards, sent around to the far boards. Burakovsky again. Bedard, and skated out by St. Louis with 5:12 to go, and they dump it in. Knight behind his own net. Oh, we got a fight. What happened? It's near the benches. ESPN very slow to get to it. They focused on Thomas. He is holding somebody down. He was holding Bedard down. Oh, no, Bedard was getting roughed up. Neighbors was involved. He's talking crap. Bedard has had enough. Yeah, but it's clearly Bedard and Neighbors getting into it, still shouting at each other. It's going to be interesting what they call. Trying to watch. Yeah, Bedard turned around and was getting in the face of Neighbors, and then somebody from the Hawks came and helped out along the boards. Somebody had Bedard in a headlock, too. I mean, come on. 89, Buknovich. I think we got coincidental roughings on great for the Hawks. Neighbors and Bedard, 98 and 63. So 4-on-4. I got to fix the time first. 5:06. All right, we'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Maybe this will open up the ice. Yeah, Perry on the Kings is strange. Yeah, the Wild. Yeah. And did you see Skinner got dealt by the Oilers? It was more than that. For to the Penguins for Jari. That was earlier today. So a couple trades today. Yeah, but I think they got a decent haul. I mean, yeah, the Wild, I don't know. Yeah, they are a boring team. I'll agree to that. All right, Nazar has it for the Hawks out of his own end, right around Thomas, over the blue line. Far circle shot was wide. And a whistle because it went into the netting at 4:37. Hey, Austin Funk, a nice name. Hello, welcome. Thanks for watching and appreciate you chatting in the live chat. Thank you. Yeah, so Skinner, I have to get the details, but Skinner to the Penguins and Jari to the Oilers. They had to do something. They couldn't stay with Skinner and Pickard. Shen versus Green on the draw. Behind the net, St. Louis with the puck as we approach 4.5 to go. And 1:22 on the 4-on-4. All right, up the near boards for the Hawks. Center ice pass back to the near boards. Blues send it around behind their own net in the far boards. Now they dig it out of the far corner. 4:10 to go. Hawks could really use a goal here to get the equalizer in 4-on-4. Shot saved by Knight. Big rebound flipped to the neutral ice by the Hawks. Donato into the ozone. A shot. Big rebound. Oh, Donato couldn't get to the rebound. Near board sent out. And Vlasic has it at the red line. He makes some nice moves. Had it in the far circle, stolen from Donato to the far circle for the Blues. Back behind the net, Spencer Knight plays it to Kaiser in the near corner. He sends it behind the net to I think that's Vlasic. And the 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds on the 4-on-4. Hawks getting a line change. Vlasic to the near boards. Bedard and the Blues player returning to the ice now. Neighbors, yeah, there they are. They were both near the puck. Behind the net, Fowler. 2:55 to go. Got to wonder when they're going to pull Spencer Knight. Levshunov takes it from Knight behind the net. They do not have shots on goal up on ESPN. It's so infuriating. 29-25 according to NHL.com. Pass, breakaway, Deke, shot off the crossbar. Hawks got a break. Somehow there was nobody near this Blues player. Streaked in alone. Shot from the blue line. I mean, again, another shot blocked into the far corner. They got to get the puck out of there and pull Knight. Now Bedard takes it. I think they're getting ready to send Knight off as they get a last line change. Bedard dumps it in. There goes Knight. 6-on-5 for the extra attacker. Blues have it. Send it up ahead and miss on the pass. How is that not icing? Bertuzzi up the near boards. Bertuzzi gets tripped. No call. Somehow the Hawks kept it out of the empty net. And Doc has trouble. Shen sends it to the net, and it's saved by Levshunov. Under a minute and a half to go. Hawks dump it in. Hofer plays it to the far corner, and it's sent out by the Blues. Oh, and they nearly stole it. Battle in the near corner. Levshunov. A Blues player lost an edge. All right, Hawks only have 1:06 to go. Doc with the puck. They might be looking for a line change, but they got to get going. Applied the pressure. Dumped in. Redirected by the Blues into the far boards. Not kept in at the blue line. What was that? Who's 48 again? Grzelcyk. Under 45 to go. Blues have it at the red line. A pass. Backhander towards the net. Taken away. Donato going the other way. Pass to the far for Kovalainen. Teravainen make that. Wrong name. Flipped out on edge by the Blues. They already waved off icing. I guess it's not going to make it anyways. Hawks have 18 seconds to work with. Over the red line. Pass to the far boards. Behind the net. Battle for the puck in the corner. 8 seconds to go. Are they even going to get a shot off? Nope, that's going to do it. 4-3 as the puck is sent down for icing with 0.3 seconds to go. So they won't even be able to get a shot off. Man, what happened? Hey, Alex. Are we heading to another OT? Yeah, Hawks caught a break. That breakaway shot by, who was that? Oh, it hit the post and the crossbar. A double doink. That shot was by Holloway. Holloway had a double doink off the right post and off the crossbar. I can't say I've seen a double doink anytime recently. Hawks played a good job in front of the empty net, but they can't get any offensive pressure. Oh, they put 0.8 on the clock, so maybe they can get it. And I imagine the Hawks called timeout. Face-off will be in the Blues end. After an icing call. Hello, Alex. Thanks for being here. Crazy trades for December is right. Yeah, I know it always feels like it every game. Yeah, come on, Hawks. Yeah, Hawks have played bad tonight. Not well. All right, 0.8 seconds. This is going to be pretty much impossible for them to get a face-off win and a shot on goal, but I don't even know if it's, scientifically possible. Nope, that's going to be it. Schenn leveled Bedard, and Bedard is slow to get up. Bedard looks like he's injured. Oh, my goodness. Thanks a lot, Schenn. Bedard took a cross check off the right bicep, and he's clearly injured. This is why I hate the Blues. Because of crap. Yeah, Bedard's in a considerable amount of pain, headed straight to the locker room. So that's not good. Schenn just bowled him over. The shot never did. I don't know if the shot would have counted if they got it on net. Bedard slipped a little, but he definitely took a shot. Oh, Bertuzzi got a shot off, and I don't know if it would have counted, but it was a good save by Hofer, and that'll do it. Hopefully Connor Bedard's all right. He was in considerable pain. Again, he was holding his right bicep area after the draw and after he got bowled over. 3-2 is the final. Hawks played terrible early, fell down behind 2-0 early, and could not recover. Valiant effort in a comeback, but fell short. Let's see. No third period. Oh, wait. Maybe we didn't get the Burakovsky goal visualizer. Number 28. So there's a draw. Yeah. Hit a bunch of people, and then he tucked it in just outside the crease. I think Bedard did get a stick on it, but it was off of a couple skates. Yeah, there it is. You can see the picture of him tucking that loose puck in. Bedard was right there. Again, the Bedard injured, so that's not good. 26-29 final tally, shots on goal. All right, 38% of the 29 votes were correct that the Blues would win. Yeah, sorry, 20 Chef 13 did not happen. I really don't know if 0.8 seconds is enough for that. All right, one last check of the scoreboard. Mammoth 2, Yamamoto's 4th at 13:24 of the second. Utah leads at home 2-1 over the Seattle Kraken, 4:44 in the second. Again, final 29-26 shots on goal Hawks, 30-22 face-off win St. Louis. 0 for 1 on the power play for the Blues. The Hawks didn't get a single power play goal. We had coincidental roughings in the third, a fight in the second, a fight in the first, and just Colton Dock's hooking call, which was a crap call. Falk is the number one star. He had the third goal, which I guess, was the lead goal or winning goal since the Hawks made it 3-2. Mayu, I think. Second star, and Bedard the third for his 2 assists. I don't know. I thought Hofer played a pretty good game, though, only giving up 2 goals to the Hawks, 29 shots. But I guess if you're laughing at Chicago, I get it. I don't really care. I mean, I don't follow the NBA, so I really don't care about the Bulls. I'm a Packer fan, so I don't care about the Bears. Don't follow baseball, so don't care about the Cubs or Sox. Blackhawks, I'm a Kings fan now because I don't get the Blackhawks for free, but that's fine with me. If that's how you want it, that's totally fine. 20. Did we get? Yeah. Oh, the power plays. 30-19 hits Blues. Unbelievable. 13-11 block shots. 16 St. Louis also. 16-13 giveaways Hawks. 9-5 takeaways St. Louis. All right. Season series tied at 1. Hawks split in St. Louis. They won 8-3 on October 15th. Game 3 and 4 in Chicago. January 7th, a late start for some reason, and April 11th. All right, that's going to do it. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday. Have a terrific Saturday. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope that you're back. We have plenty of hockey coming up starting tomorrow. Also some women's basketball, ranked game Sunday, and Packers-Broncos 325 as well. And we'll work in some more basketball, especially Wednesday. Not sure before that. Whoops. Be sure to play the Powerball lottery for Saturday. $1 billion jackpot. Hooey. All right, that's going to do it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you did, thank you for supporting the channel. Hope to see you tomorrow. We'll be back 2:35 Central, 12:35 Pacific. So, what? About 17 hours from now. Until then, take care. Be well. Wishing you all the best. Sinbin Stream signing out, and bye-bye.